But I also, on TikTok, know that there's a guy out there who has devoted his entire page to just exposing the lies said by LeBron James.
Nice.
This is the tight end. Remember the tight end one when he was celebrating National Tight Ends Day? And he just started naming tight ends. And he did it in an order where you knew it was the ranking. So he's like, shout out Travis Kelce, shout out Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant. You're like, wait a second. We're just like slightly just getting less and less in this tight end. And then like George Kittle like reappeared, so he must have like scrolled down too fast. Anyway, LeBron says stuff sometimes that you just have to shake your head. And
all the time.
It is
all the time.
It is all the time. But there's a part of me that empathizes when you're in the spotlight, but I also know what he's doing half the time. And yesterday was another example. Over the weekend, LeBron sat down with TNT on their set, and they talked about a variety of things, right? They talked about All-Star Game MVPs. They talked about, because then Kenny Smith was left out because he had never won an All-Star Game MVP. Talked about a variety of different things. Who were the next players that he thought could really, take root and be stars in the NBA. Mentioned his teammates on the West and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards. All of that was great. And then he was asked by Ernie Johnson, and I think we have Ernie's question in here. He was asked by Ernie Johnson, essentially, what went down with the reported trade rumors that the Warriors and 76ers reached out to the Lakers about LeBron's services? This is what LeBron had to say.
Story that got everybody's attention last week between the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. Golden State trying to acquire LeBron James. And how far did this go, and how much did you entertain that thought?
It didn't go far at all. I actually heard about it when everybody else heard about it. Obviously, Charles been in the league, Kenny been in the league, Shaq been in the league, and sometimes there's conversations happen behind closed doors that you don't even know about. And until, I guess, if it's real or not, then they'll bring it to you. But it never even got to me. So, I heard it when the reports dropped as well.
You know what's funny about LeBron? He names himself king. We know that you, LeBron, are not like all the other players. And you tell us that all the time. And here you're saying that you didn't know about this potential trade? Get out of here.
I counted 6 lies. All right? We're going to break this bad boy down. There is so much cap in here, you'd think it's a lids.
Oh!
All right? There is so much cap. There is so much cap in what you're about to hear. All right? Let's go to line 1. Let's go to the first line from LeBron in his response to Ernie Johnson.
Story that got everybody's attention last week between the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. Golden State trying to acquire LeBron James. And how far did this go, and how much did you entertain that thought?
It didn't go far at all. I actually heard about it when everybody else heard about it.
There were 2. There was a 2-for-1. It didn't go far at all. And I found out like everyone else.
Sure. Yes.
I'll give him a pass and say maybe it didn't go far because
he wasn't going to go to Philly.
Yeah, and
we knew that one.
Like honestly, I think that LeBron's ego is such in a way that he doesn't want to be the one traded, because inevitably at some point, even if you're traded and your contract is expiring and whatever, the team doesn't want to keep you around for whatever period of time, or they felt that they were going to be better off without you with them in that, some point. So it is a hit on your ego.
Sure.
So there's 2 caps. All right. There are 2 caps right there. Let's hear the next line from LeBron.
Obviously, Charles been in the league, Kenny been in the league, Shaq been in the league, and sometimes there's conversations happen behind closed doors that you don't even know about.
Okay, that is also a lie, because he knows about everything that's going on. And you want to know how I know this, Monty? Because in the video that you can't see, as we are an audio-based medium, the video of this, LeBron mentions Shaq and Charles Barkley. If I were to say to you, and I know if you're driving in your car, if maybe you're just chilling on President's Day, or maybe you're at the gym working out, you can't see this. But Monty, if I were to say to you, traffic is bad in the rain, You literally just started nodding your head. She
right.
did. Truly.
Yeah.
She started nodding her head because it's raining in Southern California and traffic is bad.
You can't help it.
Chuck and Shaq were statues. They did not agree with 1 ounce of what LeBron James said. Let's hear that one again, and just imagine Chuck and Shaq not shaking their head.
Obviously, Charles been in the league, Kenny been in the league, Shaq been in the league, and sometimes there's conversations happen behind closed doors that you don't even know about.
By the way, Kenny wouldn't have been involved in any trade talk whatsoever. He just would have been traded elsewhere, and that's meant no disrespect to him. Shaq's been traded a couple of times. He probably knew what was going on. He did not nod his head.
100%. Again, LeBron, you tell us all the time that you are not like the rest. Why do you pretend that you are not involved? Why?
We are 15 seconds in, and we've got 3.5 lies. I'm telling you, this lids is filling up with all the cap we've got. Let's go to the next one.
And until, I guess, if it's real or not, then they'll bring it to you. But it never even got to me, so.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Never even got to you. It was sent to LeBron James, CC Rich Paul, CC Jeannie Buss, CC Rob Pelinka. That's where the trade offer went to.
Right. You got the first email that was like, hey, would you be okay if this conversation happened? Before anything happened, you knew it could have happened.
Hey, it's just like everybody else, right? You never know this stuff. I mean,
yeah,
I can tell you.
Yeah, okay.
Guys at the desk can tell you, or they can't and not nod. All right, I think we got another one.
I heard it when the reports dropped as well.
Sure. Sure.
Oh, so you heard it from Shams? Oh, crazy.
He got a tweet as he was lip syncing to songs that he doesn't know on Instagram. He doesn't do that anymore. He would get an album out. This is because he would get the music before anybody else would, which tells you on how famous LeBron is. And he'd be in the back of the car, and it was kind of a humble brag that he had the music before it became released, that he was listening to it, which is a great humble brag. But then he didn't have the wherewithal to realize that it's so new that I probably shouldn't know the lyrics to it. So he would try to lip sync to the songs that just came out, that didn't come out to everybody else, but somehow he knew all the words, and then the words would never match up with the song. It's just another great LeBron lie. But that's one of my favorites. He'd be in the back of his car, being taken somewhere, and the music would be going on, and it would just not match up. Kind of like Lana Del Rey at the Grammys with Fast Car. Like, she knew the main line, but then she dipped out when they did the second verse.
No, that was me during Usher's halftime show. That was exactly me.
My way.
I know this song at one point in my life. I just don't know it right now. That was me.
You know what the funniest part of that lie from LeBron is? This all originated, when you read the article, this all originated from Draymond Green. And Draymond Green has been LeBron's biggest fan since he signed with Clutch. So you're telling me that Draymond Green didn't give LeBron a text message being like, hey, you want to come play in Golden State?
Yeah, exactly.
Come
exactly
on.
Right. Connecting the dots. It's the easiest connecting the dots puzzle ever. Chloe could do it right now, and she's not even 2. She would go 1 to 2, and she would connect the dots. Do we have another one, Mary? Do we have another? No, okay. No more caps. We have no more caps. There was a lot of caps, but that was not no cap. Those were all lies.
What? Yeah, like, LeBron, do you think we're dumb? Do you think that people just believe everything? I don't know. And again, I've said this before. LeBron, doesn't get under my skin. This stuff makes me laugh.
Yes, agreed.
It does not.
100%.
Yeah, it does not get under my skin. I don't care. It makes me laugh because I'm just like, how out of touch with reality of who you are, who you've told us. Again, you call yourself King James. That was the name you gave yourself.
He crowns himself.
He crowns himself. He crowns himself. But you didn't know about this? You literally run a lot of the NBA media. We know it's you. We know you control a lot of the narratives. We're not dumb. So it's just funny that he doubled down on it multiple times, that he was unaware, that he found out like the rest of us through Shams or through ESPN, whatever. It doesn't matter. LeBron, you ain't got to lie to kick it, but it's funny. But it's funny to me.
Do you remember when Prince Charles became king? And he had to walk over and get the crown himself and put it on his head?
No.
Yeah, that didn't happen either. That's why you don't crown yourself. You let somebody else do it. Have Anthony Davis walk over and put the crown on your head, or Austin Reeves, or whoever. But you don't put the crown on your head. That's never happened. It's never happened before. And I know that because we just saw King Charles, in the last couple of years, be crowned king. And there it was. I 100% agree with you on it is more comedy than anything. And like this topic, it's gone. It's in the rearview mirror. There's nothing that can be done about it. But he also said with kind of a straight face in the same this past weekend in the same setting of saying, I don't know how long I've got.
Oh.
Well,
yeah,
we know that. You've played 97 years in the NBA. Like obviously you're in the latter half of your career. What I do think has changed, and I do think that Bronny James's situation, obviously the health stuff is of utmost importance, and we're laughing, but to make sure that Bronny James is healthy and can live a normal life is numero uno with this. But also you have a USC basketball team that has not lived up to the expectations. Bronny, and Doug talks about it so much on this show, just as a player, there's a lot of growth that needs to take place. And so the idea that Bronny James can come to the NBA and those two can play together is not going to be the one and done situation. I'd be shocked if he did it. In fact, if he did, it would probably be malpractice because you're sacrificing maybe just a 1-year thing to be able to play with your son as opposed to maybe looking out for his, full career. But I think like that's kind of changed it as well. But again, leaving it open, but also saying like, yeah, you're not going to get to see me very much longer. We all recognize that. We all understand where he is in his career. And for him to verbally say stuff like that just more makes us laugh than anything.
Agreed. And also makes me laugh when he's like, I don't know if I want a farewell tour. LeBron, you are going to tell us that you're going to retire 2 years before you're going to have a 2-year farewell tour. That's what you're going to do. Of course you want a farewell tour. You crown yourself. Again, you want everyone to see that one last time.
Here's the other thing with the farewell tour that is he's going to have to play in every road game in the Eastern Conference.
That's why it's going to be a 2-year farewell tour. That's exactly why.
So you're right. Now, there's times where maybe you go to Utah twice in a season and you can sit out one and then go to the other and get your rocking chair or whatever gift they're going to give you. But it's it is crazy. It's like you are going to have to play in all of those cities on the East Coast because it's a one and done stop for those if you want to have your farewell tour.
That's why
15 automatic road games you have to play in.
Yes, we already know that. So the minute he knows whether, I agree, I hope it's not like a one and done deal because that would just be a little bit irresponsible on so many different levels of it. Even just for the league, for whatever team you make do that, like we don't want that. But yeah, everybody is going to want to see you one last time, and you're not going to play all the games. We see it right now. You missed the game before the All-Star game, and now you're going to miss the game coming back from the All-Star break. He already said that because his ankle hurts. So you're going to have to tell us about your farewell tour way in advance so that everybody can make sure that they see you one last time.
Mike tweets in, stop hating on LeBron and appreciate his greatness. We're not hating on LeBron.
We're not hating. We really, remember at the start of the year when he broke the scoring record, I was like, this is amazing. Like, good for you, LeBron. You've been playing for so long. We really aren't hating. It's just funny that he says these things like we don't know.